it's going to be an in-depth video on how to make your custom HiFi audio balanced cable. Everything used in this video will be available in the market. If not, please leave it in the description. I'll try to get you a link. Right, so this is an in-depth video of HiFi quality material. So let's jump right into it. First, the parts which we will need is the XLR female and males. So I'm using Neutrik, which is one of the top brands used by all HiFi companies. So this is the female, which is F, and here you can see the male. Right, so these are 3-pole XLRs. We'll need for one cable, for one channel, you'll need a pair of one male and one female. Alongside, you'll need some strippers. This is to strip the outer shielding, and then you can use any sort of wire strippers. The basic ones also will do. You will need these. Apart from which, you'll obviously need a soldering iron, soldering lead, some wax. The cable I'll be using today is this. So this is a 2-pair snake, meaning it will have 2 males on this end and 2 females. It will carry 2-channel audio signal. Okay, this is a made in Japan cable from Canare. Let me try to show it to you in the video. Made in Japan, very high quality cable, very well shielded. It has multiple layers inside, so it shouldn't be an issue when you're using it for audio. Step 1 is, first thing, trim off the the ends. Okay, trim off the ends, make them clean so that you get exact right measurements while cutting the cable. Right, that should be the first step. Okay, then let's open up these connectors. So you get a lot of duplicate ones in the market, so have a look at the originals. This is how it should look. Okay, and the packet will open from this end. You just pull it here. That's how it opens. Okay, so I'll go through the parts which you will get inside. So this is the end, which is a turn type, screwing type. Then this is the metal body, and then you have something to crimp onto the wire. So as you tighten this from the back, so this starts squeezing in and this squeezes the wire, see, like that. So these 3 tips start squeezing the wire, pinching the wire, so that whenever you snag or you pull the wire does not get disconnected from these prongs. Right, so these are 3 pin, so 1, 2, 3. So they will be also labeled as 1, 2 and 3. Right, so first things first, what you will have to do is, this has to be put on before soldering. Right, this has to be put on before soldering. This is the only thing which you'll have to put on before soldering. The rest, see, once the cable is out of this, this has a slit, so you can put this on. This goes in like that. So you put this on, this goes in, and next, when it comes to this, once this is soldered, okay, once this is soldered, this is just going to go in like that. It's going to go in like that, and then just come and tighten on. So it can be put in the end, not a problem. But this end cap has to be put first. Don't forget to put the end cap, or you'll again have to desolder this and then put it on. That's going to be a pain. Right, let's get into the video then. It's all the same. The body changes. See, the body changes for the female. The female will have this lock here, so it changes for the female. So you will have to make sure you're using the right body. Okay, the caps are all the same. Both the caps are same. Even the one which pinches the wire is the same. Right, and obviously the header is different, so both the headers will be different. Okay, so the male will have one single notch inside. If you can see it, there's a notch inside, so that is the notch which is inside. Okay, and you can see these slits there. That is so that you can see the ridges also present on this. If you can see the ridges, let me try to focus the camera here. You will find ridges here as well. have a look. See, you can see the ridge here. So this ridge will line up there. So there will be two ridges, so that it goes only in the right direction. So when we plug it in, the three prongs go in the right direction like this and merge, right? So we'll have to make sure it's going in the right way, otherwise it's not going to lock. So they have the safety mechanism there. Let's get rid of the plastic. Yeah. So now let's come down to the pins here. So here we can see the pins will be labeled. Let me try to get a close up of that. If you can see, the pins are labeled as 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure if you can see it, but they will be labeled inside here 1, 2 and 3. So each one of them have a different purpose. So you must understand what they're used for. Pin number 1 will be ground. Pin number 2 will be the hot or the positive. Pin number 3 will be the cold or the negative. Right? It's not like an RCA. This is different. Right? So pin number 1 is always ground. Pin 2 is hot. Pin 3 is cold. It should be the same when you're soldering these two. Both the hot and the cold must not be interchanged, or it's going to be a bad scenario there, right? So make sure you connect the ground and the ground does not get disconnected during connection, right? So first things first, let's just get our cable, which we have here. Okay, so this is the cable. So this is a 2-core cable. Okay, I'll just show it to you with a single core. I have everything from Cadence. This is a 2-core. Okay, have a look. So you can see 2 cores inside, right? You can see 2 different separate cores inside. Let me try to show you the other side. You should get a better picture. Yeah, you can see 2 different cores inside. Yeah, see, 2 separate. So you can call this one channel 1 and this is channel 2. Okay, that's how it's called. It's called a 2-pair snake, right? And then I'll show you the 4-pair. So here it's already stripped, so you can see. Right, so there is 1, there is 2, there is 3, and then there is 4. So this is a 4-pair snake, right? Then we'll come down to the general one, which is a single pair snake, single pair XLR cable. So this is how it will be inside. Have a look. So here, as soon as you strip the outer jacket, okay, you will get something like this. So this is what goes to the ground. Right, this is the ground part of it. See, here you go. This is the ground part of it. Pretty thick, pure copper. This is all OFC, oxygen-free copper. It will not corrode like how CCA does. This is very good quality. If you cannot afford to use gold-plated wires, this is the way to go. I mean, this is really good. This is what supposed to be used. CCA is not at all supposed to be considered. Right. So in a single, you will have hot, which is positive, cold, which is negative, and then you have ground. So there are only 3 pins, right? This is for a single channel, whereas herein, if you look at the 4-channel snake, you will have something different. So you will have 4 of what I just showed you. You will have a cold, a hot, and a ground. A cold, a hot, and a ground. Something like that in 4 ways. So it will have 3 into 4 cables inside it. It is a 4-pair snake, right? So let's just get into this one, right? So get your wire cut to size of whatever size you want. I'm using a 1.5 meter odd size, roughly about 1600 mm. So this is the cable which I've cut. So there are another 2 bunches here. I'll be making multiple cables. So let's just take one cable, one of them. And herein, see, first things, this is how thick the cable is. The cable will pass through. See, the rear will be looking small, but you just have to press it a little and it's going to come out. Right, take your time, it's going to come out. Okay. That's all. It's going to come out. Perfect seal. That's how it's going to be. It's a little tight, but yeah, it's going to work. See? It's going to be pretty tight. Okay. This is one. So for another one, see, this one's going to go for that. So for this one's going to be a little hard. So we'll have to squeeze it in. Yeah, that's quite easy. That's all. pull it through. You can use a little Vaseline or something if it's too tight. Yeah, just get them both to the center and just leave them there for now. Okay, first step would be this. Before you even chop something off, do this, right? And now on to step number 2. This is the cable prep. Okay, so here on, see, I prefer using something like this to cut the outer jacket. Okay, let me just trim this end off, make it cleaner. Yeah, okay, so we have 2 blades here. So see, I roughly take about 20 mm, that should be good. Okay, put it inside, rotate the wire. That's it. It's supposed to be coming off now. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's how we strip it. Then pull off all the copper available here. Take all of it and move to the side. Make sure you've taken all these copper strands. They shouldn't interfere with any signal line. Okay, hold this end separate and this end separate and just pull like that, and then twist it. Right, always wear gloves when you're working with this. You'll have more grip over working with these strands. Okay, and chop off a little bit from the end. That should be it. Okay, so this is how it should look. Right, this is how it should look. Next step, move this to the other side. Take some of the shielding here, hold it on the side, chop it off. That's how it's supposed to be done. And then even this, pull it to a side, get a hold of it, chop it off. That's all. Okay, so this is how it should look, right? And now trim these as well to this size, right? You can make a basic calculation. This is how it's going to sit. Okay, this is how it is. Next step would be stripping these two and tinning them. Okay, for this I use these strippers. You can use anything else. Okay, that's all. Just trim the end. Yeah, same with the other one. Twist it together. Yeah, this is how it should look. Now get your soldering gun together. Tighten this. Make sure you always clean your tip. Yeah. You must clean it more. Take some flux, just dip all of it in flux. Double check if all the sides have been tinned and just clean your tip. Put it back inside. Okay, once they're tinned, just clean off the flux from there. Next step is tinning the connector. For that, apply some flux. It would be easier for it to bind. Just a little, so that the paste goes inside. It is soldering iron. Don't hold the tip, hold the sides. Lay some flux inside. Make sure you don't drop flux outside the terminal. You will have an indent there. The flux must be dropped inside that. Don't overheat the terminals. Don't hold your gun for too much long in there. Okay, it's going to be very hot. Be careful when you handle this. Okay, once you're done with this step, then bring out your cable here. Okay, now what you'll have to do is figure out which is one is supposed to be ground. Okay, so when you're holding it like this, right, this is ground, this is pin number 1, which is ground. Okay, this is pin number 2 on the right side. So left is ground, right is hot, on top is 3, which is cold. Yeah, so the orientation will be something like this always. So this will be here, this will be here, and this will be here. So let me just nip a little part of this. I don't want it. Yeah, this should be enough. Make sure all of them are the same size, or if they are not even, you will have more load on the shortest wire. It will have the maximum tension built on it. So make sure all of them are of the same size, so that they all will have equal load on them. Okay, now let's take some solder. Go for the leftmost one first. Or just do the nearest one. Let me try this one. That's it. Now the top one. Just hold it like that. Make sure it's going in. Melt it in. That's it. That's all you have to do. Now for the ground, Just hold it there, keep something like that, but you can press against. That's it. Once all three are done, you can add some more solder paste. That's it. So that's one completed end. So you will have to repeat the same thing on the other end as well. Okay, let me show you how to put this back together. Right, so this is the male side, so we'll use the one with which has nothing, no prongs or anything. So first thing, you'll just have to see the notches inside and just match it. Just rotate it, it's going to go in freely, not an issue. Okay, you don't have to worry. Use something, when you get this end goes inside and it goes in only one way, so you can't get this wrong, right? Otherwise it will not lock in. Just press it onto this, push it inside, right, and it will lock in. Okay, it shouldn't rotate, it should lock in. It shouldn't rotate at all. This shouldn't rotate, right? It will lock in. This is how it should look. And then the cap which we had pushed to the corner, just pull that back in. Okay, hold the cable and thread it on. Don't spin the cable. It will be tight. Okay, that's all. That's one professional looking cable complete. It's airtight. This is how it looks. Probably something better than you could get on Amazon. It's the best connector in the market. Pretty good cable for the price. It's really good. Right, that's all. Let's repeat the other end. That's it. Here you go. That's the other end which has been completed. Let's put this also back together. So step number one, take the metal end, make sure the clip is pointing outwards. Okay, that's going to come on the bottom side. Okay, I'm sorry, this is how it's going to go. Okay, so it's going to come on the bottom side. Press it in. Don't have to use so much force. If it doesn't go in, use this and press it with this. This end will go towards the inside and the pointed end is going to go towards the outside. So you have a crease, just press the cable inside. That's it. Slide the cable in, and with this just rotate it once and it's going to lock in, and also push this towards the outside. Otherwise it's going to be like this. So as you push it, it's going to come out, right? So once that's done, look for this end which we left, pull it in, come towards the cable. Now hold the cable and thread it. Hold the connector, hold the cable and thread it. Till you hear these sounds, it's basically trying to grip the cable inside, which I showed you. So now the cable will not rotate, right? The cable will not rotate anymore. So you can tighten this completely. So just hold it with two hands, just tighten it the max. That's it, that's complete. Super cool cable done. Here you go. Okay, so let's just check it. That's how easy it is to make an XLR cable. It all comes down to the best parts to get. That's all. That's how easy it is. So the next video I'll be covering how to make a 2-channel and also a 4-channel snake. The procedure is almost going to be the same with the soldering and everything. The dividing of the snake, the pairs is the only thing wherein I'll show you some easy techniques which you can follow so to make it look as professional as this. This does not look like a handmade cable. This looks very professional. So this is how you're supposed to be making it. So I'll be showing it to you in the next video. Stay tuned.